Welcome, 7th graders. This is the webcast of the project we're going to be doing, How Do We Uncover the Past? And this video is meant to go through the entire thing. In case you have any questions on it, you can always go back to this video and rewind and play and see what you missed. So we're going to start here with the assignment type. You can see it's a group project. The objectives, you're going to be a team of 3 people in this year. And you're going to need to demonstrate your understanding of how historians uncover the past through history and geography. You know, we've been working with our ancient civilization book, starting to get into chapter 1, and this whole project is going to assess your understanding and learning of the content in chapter 1. You're going to complete an archaeological dig. You're going to unearth artifacts of an ancient civilization. These artifacts have been painstakingly installed by Mr. V and myself this year. You're going to need to identify the civilization, show you understand how the key terms and ideas of the chapter relate to each other in the fields of history and geography, in addition to real-world situations. And the situation is, you're an archaeologist, you're about to do a very important excavation of an ancient civilization. And I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. I know we enjoyed putting it together. So what you're going to need is your textbook, pages 6 through 19, that ancient civ textbook. Again, take a photo with your iPad of the entire thing if you want to make sure you have it at home, or just use it in class. Work clothing for the dig day, which is upcoming here. Small garden shovel, or a plastic shovel is fine. Gardening gloves, a small whisk broom. To be honest, at this point, we're kind of thinking you probably won't need that. A brown paper bag we will provide. I'll put a comment here, and an iPad for photography and for note-taking. The due date, actually, I'm going to change that right here, right now, just because we know now it's going to be Friday. Actually, Friday, October 5th. My birthday, by the way. And also homecoming day. Basically, though, the work, the video that you and your group are going to make is going to be finished on Thursday the 4th. We're going to present as many as we can Friday, and then into Monday as well, the 8th. So here we go. Prep day and dig day are kind of together this first go around here. Tomorrow we're going to form you into your groups. As you know, we've gone through these a little bit. You've got your digger, a person that's going to do some digging. You're going to have out there someone who's typing and recording, taking what is found, audio and written notes about the discussions you guys initially have. And this is going to be really important when you guys do your first day reflection on what's going on and the theories about the artifacts you find. And then a photographer, the other person, going to be taking photos of what's happening as you go, the moment of the find, and then that final excavation. Then the photographer will also need to take a real close-up, really nice photo of the artifact for your final slideshow. We've got the homework there. You're going to be bringing in Monday, which is in 2 days, as I'm recording the video, and you're going to be bringing in those things ready for Monday. Day 1, again, on the dig day here coming up for us on Monday. You're going to assemble at the dig site. We'll get you in your groups. You're going to take your roles. You can switch as you go. Artifacts are then going to be unearthed in the volleyball court. Data is recorded as you go, and then we're going to get back into the classroom. You're going to meet as a group, go through all your artifacts, and then complete a reflection. Reflection is to reflect on your group's day, including theories about the artifacts and what your civilization might be. And there's going to be a QR code in the back of the room you can scan to get right to that reflection form that you're going to fill out for the day. Day 2 is Tuesday is going to be information processing day. You and your groups are going to get together, take all of your artifacts, which is going to end up being 4 photos that you're going to have unearthed. Our artifacts are not actually artifacts, they're going to be photos because we aren't obviously unearthing an ancient civilization, but we're pretending. You're going to use a Google Goggles that we'll show you in class to search for your images online. You're going to use a Drive document, begin taking notes on those 4 items that you find. For each artifact, you go on and include the time period, location, and the cultural use or value of the artifact. You're going to want to cite your sources as you go. Anywhere you find information, make sure you type that down in that shared Google Doc, because you're going to need to have that information at the end of the presentation. The notes are then going to be turned in at the end of the day, Tuesday, for what you've done that day, and that's again an additional 10 points. You're going to be storyboarding your slides on Wednesday, and a storyboard is where you're going to, just on paper, you're going to write out what each of your slides is going to look like, what are going to be the headings on it, the labels, and you're going to write out the narration. What are each of you going to say for your slideshow? And that storyboard will be collected for just a quick 10-point homework assignment. And then you're going to create your findings video on Thursday, day 4. And you're going to do that on an app called EduCreations, which we've played with a little bit this year. And you're going to record your narration over your photos you took. And then at the end, you're going to email that when you're done, and you've saved it to myself. You got the link there. And then day 5 is the day you're going to show your videos. As you can see here, we've gone ahead to the rubric now that we will be using to assess your learning. You can see your group members' names will go here, and we'll go through these things point by point here. You have slide 1 is going to be your title slide, and that's going to have the letters, characters exhumed from the dig, arranged in the correct order, and placed alongside the map, and you're going to have photographed it. And actually, as I read that, I realize that due to some timing things, you're going to be unearthing a map of your ancient civilization, but then you're going to want to put that map next to, once you figure out what your civilization is, you're going to want to make it just a simple title slide with a piece of paper. Actually, or you can just do it right in your EduCreation slideshow. But there's not going to be any letters that you're going to have to put in the correct order. We opted not to do that this time. So that's 5 points. Slide 2, 3, and 4 are your 3 other images. So one of your 4 artifacts, one's a map, and then your other 3 are going to be different things, different artifacts. And so for each one, you're going to want to have a photo of the actual artifact that you took during your excavation, and you're going to want to have it titled and labeled correctly on the slideshow. The narration, the thing that I'm doing now, narrating, you're speaking, is going to describe the artifact, including the time period, the purpose or use of it, the item. In that description, make sure you use one key term from the chapter, and those are listed here at the bottom of this page that we'll get to as well, to show that you understand the term. So for instance, using a term like geography, physical geography might be something you'd want to put in if you're describing the landscape or a tree or a resource, a physical resource that was used in one of these artifacts, or that the civilization used. And you want to use that in a context that shows us that you understand what the term means. So you go down, that's slide 3 and slide 4. You can see each of those are 10 points. Then finally, your citation slide, which is going to be slide 5. I just saw that I didn't have that in there, so I'm going to put it in. Slide 5 is your citation slide. It should include all your sources that you've recorded from your information day on that slide. So you're going to just type in everywhere where you got your information from. So just type the website. You just need the beginning of the website. So if it's www.ancientegypt.com, and then there's often a lot of stuff after it. If it's another page, just the main part of it would be fine. And that's 5 points. You have your reflections here, and these are linked right now, but you're not going to do those until the day of. You can see the post-dig reflection is just a simple 5-pointer. The midpoint reflection is 5, and then the closed book final reflection will be done once we've all presented them, and you come back on the next day. Maybe it's Monday the 8th, maybe it's later on. But that'll be done. That's worth a pretty good chunk of your grade, and we'll get into that later as well. And then you have your internal collaborative group assessment. And this is something where your two partners will grade you. So there's 3 of you in the group. Every person will get graded by their 2 partners. And those scores are averaged together and come out with a composite score totaling upwards of 25 as part of their final grade. So 25 would be you were a perfect partner, worked hard, and did everything you were supposed to be if you had a 25. So you can see a total of 100 there, and then it looks like it's snuck onto the last page, and I'll probably fix that later, but key terms, again, 1 different term for every slide. And this is in your narration, like what I'm doing now, speaking as you record, and you can see the terms listed there. So that's the project. If you have any questions that I haven't covered, feel free to ask, but again, use this video as a way to go back and review what you're supposed to complete in the assignment. Good luck, and thanks a lot.